Welcome back. This is In Focus. This summer's London Olympic Games will be held right in the middle of the Islamic holy month, Ramadan. That will create special challenges for Muslim athletes because of Ramadan's requirement of daytime fasting. Now, VOA's Al Person looks at what the athletes will face and how Olympic organizers are preparing to help them cope.
Olympic hopefuls like these in Afghanistan face the prospect of competing at the highest level without being able to eat or drink during the long days of the London summer. And that's not their only challenge. Observant Muslims wake up in the middle of the night to eat before the fast begins. In London, the Ramadan pre-dawn meal will be at about 4 o'clock in the morning. The director of London's biggest mosque and a member of the London Olympic Organizing Committee, Mohammed Abdul Bari, says sleep deprivation is the bigger problem for the athletes.
The fact that during the month of Ramadan, athletes or those who want to keep fast, they have to wake up in the early morning to eat something. That means they will have to deprive themselves of sleep. And how that will affect, it depends on individual resilience, individual practice, determination and spirit.
Many Muslim athletes will not be accustomed to the long summer days at London's northern latitude, which this year results in a 17-hour fast. The interpretation of the Ramadan rules varies, but there is no automatic exemption for athletes. The Olympic movement does not provide any guidelines, but Dr. Barry says Muslim athletes deal with this problem for some competition almost every year.
It depends on individual athlete and their National Olympic team, and probably those who are practicing, they will definitely ask the scholars, theologians as to what they can do.
And the London Olympic Committee is preparing to help. With halal food available 24 hours a day, special evening snack packs for breaking the fast at all venues, and a team of chaplains on hand to help. Tens of thousands of spectators and staff members will also be observing the fast. The chief chaplain of the London Olympics, Canon Duncan Green of Britain's Anglican Church, says officials are making allowances for Muslim staff members.
We've done a staff managers briefing to ensure that staff who are observing Ramadan and fasting are not in the middle of a car park in the sunshine all day, or not on a very strenuous job where they're going to need lots of liquid refreshment.
Canon Green says the 2012 Olympics were bound to overlap with Ramadan due to Olympic Committee requirements and the need to make use of transport assets and volunteers available in London during the summer vacation season. But he says the Muslim Olympic athletes, spectators, and staff members will not be alone in facing the effects of Ramadan, with coaches, doctors, and dozens of Muslim Olympic chaplains to help them. Al Pessin, VOA News, London.
Well, it's been an exciting week in sports.
Now, for all of the highlights, we turn to Sonny Young with the Sonny Side of Sports. Hello, Sonny.
Hi, Vincent. Hey, hello, Dimi. And sporty greetings and happy Ramadan to all our Muslim In Focus viewers. Let's tip off here in Washington, where President Obama and his wife, Michelle, attended the USA versus Brazil Olympic warm-up basketball game. The first family also got in a very public smooch on the Kiss Cam. It's a camera at sporting arenas here in the USA that zooms in on a couple and tries to prompt them to kiss. The Obamas got some prompting from one of their daughters, Malia, who clearly enjoyed their public display of affection. The USA beat Brazil 80-69 in that game and followed it up Thursday with an easy 118-78 victory over host Britain in another Olympic warm-up basketball game. In more Olympic news, the two athletes who will represent Somalia at the London Games have arrived at Heathrow Airport and received a warm welcome. Mohammed Hassan Mohammed and Zamzam Mohammed Farah will both be competing on the track at the Olympic Stadium in East London. Mohammed will run the men's 1,500 meters event, while Farah will compete in the women's 400 meters competition. Neither athlete achieved the official Olympic qualifying standard, but each National Olympic Committee is entitled to 2 places in athletics. one for a man and one for a woman. So we say good luck to those two Somali athletes. Finally, in more Olympic news, here's a Sonny Side of Sports salute for Kenya's world champion Vivian Cheruiyot, who will be bidding for 2 gold medals in London. That's right, Vivian will be going for gold in the women's 5,000 meters as well as the women's 10,000 meter events. Kenya was the top performing African team at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, and they're the favorites again among African squads at London 2012. I'll be arriving in London next week, and I hope you'll join me for my reports from the British capital right here on In Focus. Vivian Cheruiyot, she's one of the top African athletes I'll be following in London. I'm VOA's Sonny Young, and that's the Sonny Side of Sports.
Watch Kenya now, don't you think so?
By Vincent's prediction, she's already won.
Well, should I say thank you very much and safe trip. And
Yes, indeed. See you from London, Sonny Young. Yes.
And be sure to watch the Sunny Side of Sports every Monday and Friday right here on In Focus.